You're off.
Hey.
Yay.
Oh, we spend too much
So
time
when you
with George.
finish, just push the stop button here.
Mhm.
Just
See.
push that twice. and
All
that'll
right.
stop it.
Push it twice. Very specifically
Where'd I put my
twice.
phone?
The button's so
Twice.
nice, you have to push it twice.
Twice.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza.
Twice.
Thrice.
Deliver it to my house and put it on my torch, my torch, my torch, my torch, my torch, my torch, my torch. Cheesy on my peony and a saucer on my balls.
You know where it's
You know, I
recording.
can leave. That's all right, guys. If you want me gone.
No.
Well, I wanted to finish it because you started it.
I just want to remind you that this is recording.
Yeah,
you will
I
have
have
to
to-
cut
Yeah,
that one
yeah,
out.
good. No,
Right.
you didn't.
No.
Don't.
It'll be the
on
director's cut for George's
Put
next
it on
one.
OnlyFans. I'm sure someone would love to hit that.
Right, hello. My name is Vabe and with me today we have Gerard number 1, Lucid.
Would you look at me when you said that?
Right, let's start again. Hello, my name is Vabe and with me we have Gerard number 1,
E.
we have Lucy,
Hello.
and we have CL.
Ah.
Thank you. Same. In today's podcast,
Go
we
away. Sorry, not you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
All right, the podcast's over. All right.
yeah, Gerard, you didn't have this one.
Uh.
Not what
And-
I meant.
In today's in today's podcast, we are going to be talking about my idea for our final major project. It's
What is,
absolutely beautiful.
what is your idea? May you explain?
Sleep deprivation, because I'm an idiot and have
I think,
no self-care.
I think we're all idiots in this room.
Lucy's
No.
not, she disagrees.
I would never be an idiot.
So the purpose of this podcast will be to summarise my silly idea that I came up with, which is
You silly.
silly.
So what are you making for your final major project?
I'm making a documentary.
Wow.
Wow,
Oh.
Wilson.
Incredible.
Just because I could not be asked to make any other format for it.
No, I think you mean it because it's an informed decision to inform
It's,
others
yes.
of a unique situation that occurs to you and to better educate them on it.
Damn.
What was any of what
Inform
you
and
just
educate
said?
people.
Since when
Yeah.
did you become
I-
a dictionary?
I heard big fancy words and my brain just zoned out immediately.
It's a mood.
I'm very.
Why?
I heard the word the and I got distracted.
So the plan with this is to make a very educational documentary and include a load of information about insomnia and sleep apnea and how those affect everybody.
So would you like to tell us what sleep apnea is? I feel like a lot of people know about insomnia, but what's sleep apnea? I see. Right. Educational.
We can take a break for a minute while we just wait. Say anything you want to say now.
Sleep apnea is a sleep disorder which pauses breathing at night. So basically you choke to death on your own breath.
See, that sounds pretty not great.
No, it's not very great. You kind of need those.
The oxygen
Yeah.
is quite important, I've
Yes.
heard. I'm no
I've heard-
scientist.
I don't know, honestly. It could just be fake, like a hoax. Who knows?
The most common type of sleep apnea is called obstructive sleep apnea. And it leaves you feeling very tired throughout the day because your body's like, right, we're not getting enough oxygen, wake yourself up.
Get up.
So you're up like half the night either choking on your own breath or snoring, which is one of the main causes of it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Choking's not very nice.
It causes your airways become more relaxed and narrow, which is why you choke on your breath in your sleep.
That's not very swag. You shouldn't be
No.
choking in your sleep.
It's linked to things like obesity and getting older. So obviously your lungs are degenerating,
Yeah.
which makes it slightly more dangerous.
Yeah, so it's kind of to the point where, like, with insomnia, you have trouble getting sleep. And then you
Yeah.
get sleep, and then the sleep apnea is you stop breathing, so you wake up again.
Yeah.
If you have both of those, a really poor combination.
My dad has both of them.
Oh my.
Yeah. So
That-
my
that-
mum has to stay up half a night every so often to check on him.
That's not a very
it's not.
No. Yeah.
Shout into the mic, CL.
Ah.
Just your mic, like whisper into it.
Hello. What the fuck are you doing?
Talk. More?
Ah.
Jesus Christ.
Just like normally.
Hello.
That's better.
Welcome to the fitness gram pace test.
You were kind of quiet, that's all.
I've been quiet this whole time.
Same.
Wow, I'm louder.
Wow, I'm Owen Wilson.
The fitness gram pacer test, a multi-stage aerobic capacity test, it mostly gets more difficult.
That's better, yeah.
That's also going to be the. You see me quietly in the background, just go. The fitness gram pacer test, the multi. I
That's
want
it.
to memorise that. I want
No.
to. Yes.
So, my plan for this is to record myself pulling an all-nighter, because I'm good at those apparently.
Do it safely.
I will do it, I'll just drink coffee.
That
Still
doesn't
do it
sound safe.
safely.
So how does this tie into the documentary then?
So my plan is to make a documentary about sleep deprivation and how it affects your body.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna try and stay up all night, but I reckon my body will eventually slowly shut itself down,
Yeah.
because obviously I would have been up all day, and then staying up late will
Yeah.
drain pretty much all of the energy I have. On a good day, I can put an all-nighter if I've had caffeine, because my brain is wired differently to most people, so caffeine affects me differently.
Yeah. This is very wild.
George, you look dead.
George, you good?
Are you gonna... Sorry. Are you gonna have, like, any narration?
So I'm thinking of getting George to narrate all the information I have,
Okay.
just so it sounds slightly fancier.
Yeah. Will you have, like, little check-ins, like, every hour or something? You turn on the camera and, like, it's me, here's how I'm doing, you know, something like that?
I think I might just leave it on and just record whatever I'm doing
Yeah.
to like show how I'm trying to keep myself awake, and then eventually my body losing all its energy at like God knows what time,
Yeah.
and then go from there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play some games and stuff to like try and keep me awake,
Yeah.
and then watch some of George's YouTube videos, which he's
Yeah.
given me permission to do,
Mm-hmm.
to use in my documentary.
I see.
No
Yeah.
free advertisement at all.
Yeah.
At all.
So I'm gonna watch like some of his old videos that I find quite funny, and give myself serotonin at the same time.
Woo, we like that. That's a good chemical.
It's a happy chemical.
Yeah, I don't have enough of it.
It's a mood.
We need more serotonin. I feel like we've run out of things to say because we've already done this once.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have.
We
You
have.
see?
Wow, who could have guessed?
Don't worry, I've got the perfect thing.
Right, we need something else.
We're experiencing a
We went on a
intermission.
tangent about dreams last time. Should we do that again?
Oh. Shit. Just think. That's what we're going to get Had a wild one. Which is good.
That goes on for an hour?
An hour of just elevator music.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good hour.
Let me just think of a way to segue it. Hang on. I'm getting there. I know how to do it.
Get the countdown timer.
Right, so speaking of
We're like, well, we're back. We totally didn't die.
So given that you don't like get much sleep, obviously, given these two issues which would stop you getting sleep as
Yeah.
much. Dreaming is one of those things that happens quite late into sleep, about 6 hours, I think. So how are dreams like for you?
I don't really dream that much, but if I do, they're more nightmares from like childhood stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
And yeah, occasionally I will have like dreams where people are dying I'm like, oh, this is fun.
Like people you're close to.
Yeah. There's those random ones that pop out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I think it's called vertigo, where you like feel like you're falling on something,
Yes.
and when you wake up, you're like, well, bah.
I've had that. I've had a couple dreams. I've started working recently, and a lot of my dreams have been work related. It's horrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I've had a couple where I've been like serving drinks, and there's this one step, and I trip down it, and I'm like, oh, I've tripped down the stair, I've spilled all the drinks, and then I just like feel like myself fall into the bed, and I'm like, oh, I'm on my bed, and I'm awake. That was weird.
Have you ever tried to stop that in any way, shape, or form? Just like.
Nah. I used to get it like when I was just kind of lying there, and it felt like I was swinging on a hammock, and I was like, I could go for this all day. I love it.
Ooh.
A lot of people don't like it. I love it.
The only reason why I don't like it is that the idea that I could just fall out in any minute, it feels like something I'd just do.
Yeah.
Just.
It was just the fact that I'm laying there, and it feels like I'm moving,
Yeah.
and it's I feel it's quite nice.
I mean, my dreams are either replaying memories but slightly different, or just random stuff.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. I had a dream where I was at my secondary school, and all the teachers were running like a drug thing under the school.
Of course.
But it wasn't for drugs. It was for like fossil fuels.
Oh.
The fossil fuels.
Like my drama teacher was the head of it, and it was like, whoa. We used to have these little steps. I used to wonder what was down there, and that was where it was. You go down the little steps through the door, and it was like, oh, there's just a lab down here. Who could have thunk it?
Mr. Seeley dealing that natural
Yeah,
gas, though.
Mr. Seeley
Jesus
was down there,
Christ.
and he was like the head of the entire thing, and I was slightly concerned. And it hasn't left my brain ever since then.
I actually had a dream last night. All of my dreams are completely nonsensical. No one has been able to ever make sense of them. Like, normally, you can like, oh, here's the meaning behind your dreams.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, God.
Or like, it's a reflection on your day. None of those make any sense. My dream from last night, which I wrote on my way walking here, works as one of my friends worked on a big farm, and there was some vampire issue or something. So we were like wandering through this massive farm, like acres and acres, carrying like, buoys that you put in the water.
Yeah.
So we were carrying those to go to them. There's he had like a huge pool, but he couldn't swim. So we were carrying some boys to the pool. And then we saw a fisherman, and he wasn't doing very well. He was kind of bad. And then he ended up like slicing his foot with the fishing hook.
Oh,
I've
we
done
were-
that before.
We were like, ow. So we were like, well, we'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just go into town and get some medical stuff for him. So we took a rope swing across a river and walked into the town.
Yeah.
And my friend went before me because he worked there. He's more used to the rope swing, So then he walks into the town just ahead of me and gets arrested. So now I
Oh.
shape-shifted into a rabbit to sneak
Oh.
into the cell to help him, at which point the aliens, which were there, noticed me and found my ship and want to take it down, but they find a design I made for some like life-saving machine, like a manufacturing process or something, and they start using it to mass produce weapons. And I'm like, oh my god, my life-saving thing is being used to destroy the world. I don't want this.
Oh.
So I go on the ship, I break into my own ship, I try to shut it down and everything, but it wouldn't work. So the ship's robot was like, I will blow up the ship if you escape. So I was like, that's fine. I love
Okay,
you,
cool.
man. You're a hero. It was a tearful goodbye. So I run away with me and my friend, and we got on the escape pod and we're gone. And then a sniper, who was like a mercenary, who we thought was on our side, he like to work with us for years, but was actually a guy trying to kill us. And they tried to kill us, but we escaped, and that was the dream. So try and figure that one out, psychologists.
The start of it sounded like a My Little Pony episode that I've seen before,
Oh.
and I was like, hold on. And then you went for aliens, and I went, nah, okay, never mind.
Nah, I don't. I just. That's how my dreams are.
When is that coming out in the cinema?
Honestly, I'd watch the hell out of that. I would. I really, really would.
George, you have cats. Do you happen to have any weird dreams about them, like Ernie or Bert?
This one time I had when I'm pretty sure was sleep paralysis, where it was like, it was my room when I was looking out in the window, and there was like a dark figure, which is where Ernie usually stands in the window.
Yeah.
And he became a demon for 2 seconds.
I watched a documentary about sleep paralysis the other day to use for research.
Do you get it at all?
I have once.
Because obviously normally it happens when you're dreaming and then you wake up halfway through the dream,
Yeah.
and that's normally where sleep paralysis comes from.
So with sleep paralysis, from what I learned, is that you can't move, you can't talk, you can't do anything.
Yes.
And then this like big demon monster thing comes up to you, and they're like able to touch you.
Yes.
So instead of like phasing through you like you thought they would, they can like choke you on stuff.
Yeah, one of my cousins had sleep paralysis, but they had it where the house was on fire.
Yeah.
Oh
Whoa.
no! Oh.
So they were like, and they have like kids and a husband and everything, and they just like couldn't move, and the entire house was on fire, and they were like, oh my god, and they could feel the heat and everything.
Oh, that must have been horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently the people around you don't notice it. So if they're like fast asleep and you're sat there paralysed with like some demon thing looming over you, they won't notice. They'll just think you're asleep.
Yeah, because basically what happens, as I understand it, so when you're dreaming, it's a period of your sleep called rapid eye movement, or REM, and during that your body kind of freezes itself to a degree so that you're not going to like, you know, flail your arms and hurt yourself.
Yeah.
So it kind of
Yeah.
stops you from moving. But then if you wake up before your body's started itself moving again, then you can't move, but you're still kind of dreaming. So it's like, oh my god, I can't move. And then that makes your dreams turn bad because you're horrified.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
Yeah.
it can spiral out of control.
I don't think I've ever had it at all. I've had points where I've been restricted in my dreams, but I've never had like sleep paralysis, which is wild hearing about it because it sounds absolutely horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was just boring.
Have any of you tried to like lucid dream?
I've tried, it doesn't
I-
work.
I've tried a few times.
I tried, it also didn't work for me.
I think
I've never tried it.
like I guess if you count it, like I can like daydream and I'll just like slip into a different
Mhm.
dimension. No, I'm not doing like TikTok shifting at all. But that's like the closest I've ever gotten, and I haven't really been able to do it for a while. Like there was a period I could do it, and then I've just kind of stopped.
See, in my dreams, I'm self-aware, but to me, that is my reality. It's not like most people are like, oh, I just didn't question it. To me, I will create fake memories within my dreams.
Yeah.
Like I've been there, like, and it's just, that's it, that's life.
Yeah, I'm like aware that it's like a dream to some extent, but like I'll just go along with it anyway. Cause like, what am I supposed to do? Just stand there and be like, oh no. You just got to
Something
kind of
new.
deal with it. But I'll just sit there and go, all right, someone's dead. Fine, let's go find out what the hell happened. Out of all the things, I just
Someone's been playing too much Danganronpa.
Jesus Christ.
Or any other crime game.
Now there's only one, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, Professor Layton had someone die at one point.
Oh, I love Professor Layton.
good.
What's Professor Layton?
It's
Ah!
it's a series. It's kind of similar to like Phoenix Wright, but instead of like cases and stuff, you do like investigations and
It's like puzzles.
Oh.
Some of them are math related. Some of them are think outside the box. I like the think outside the box ones. I really like those. They're very cool. And yeah, there's a lot of games still going now. They had a recent one with a new main character. Oh. What the fuck just happened?
Did you just get possessed by a mouse?
I just saw you just die and I
I
went,
just
oh.
saw you like reach your shoulder and then I heard just over the thing a really high pitched.
No, I was the high pitched.
Oh, you were the high pitched.
Oh, my shoulder cracked.
You
Were
got
you possessed by the
a
mouse?
You
Ow!
just died.
Oh, Jesus. I've had cracks without hurt. Fucking hell.
Oh my god. Ooh,
Oh.
How many minutes?
19. I can barely read that.
That says 19, yeah.
Yeah, we'd want a lot to cut out.
Oh well, it's fine. We can
So
keep
is
going.
this guy.
No.
I buried a dead rat yesterday.
Oh.
So, my mum went outside to take the washing in, and there was like a big seagull, and we've got 3 cats, so the cats were kind of freaked out, and it was a big seagull. She went outside, she's like, oh, bloody seagull, go away. And then she shouted up to me out of my room. I was like, come downstairs, this is really bad. And I was like, oh, I better go downstairs then.
Oh, you better do that.
So I went on downstairs, and there was a dead rat on my patio.
Oh.
Just chilling there.
Was it
Dead?
the seagulls? That the seagulls?
We think it was the seagull because it looked too big for one of our cats to take down,
Yeah.
and it didn't seem to be hurt. Like it had just been
Yeah.
kind of dropped and.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, your mum told you to come downstairs. You just went no.
Oh, I think no. I'll leave that
I
one
think I'll
with you.
stay up for this. I'll leave this one to you.
You can see it if you want.
Oh, you took a picture of it.
Yeah.
Now you've just got a dead rat on your
If
phone.
you want to see the rat.
What's it? Oh, he's under a chair.
I said Twitch.
You still
Sorry, yeah.
possessed
No,
by
I
a
went
demon.
rat and you twitched and my brain went, ooh. This is what my brain's like. I'm just,
Poor guy.
oh. He probably had a really nice life. He probably had a wife and
Yeah.
kids. Or a husband and kids, I'm not judging.
Now he's buried.
Only food and
Oh,
mouse
did you
and
put a little
mouse.
cross up for him?
I didn't, but I put a rock over him.
Oh.
Mostly to stop the cats from digging him up.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Well, R.I.P. to random background character rat. I'm sure that gave you some character development. I don't know.
So I've noticed something with my sleep schedule.
what have you noticed?
So sometimes if I get loads of sleep, I feel like better mentally.
Yes.
But
That is how sleeping works.
I know, but like,
That is, like, kind of the point.
you haven't let me finish.
Sorry.
You bitch. So, because obviously I have insomnia and it's really hard to get a full night's sleep, I'm normally like very drained in general, like mentally and
Yeah.
physically, which has caused my mental health to like go down. And having ADHD, it's made my focus like 10 times worse,
Yeah.
which is why I've been struggling a lot of college work.
I mean, ADHD by itself can cause issues with your
Yeah.
circadian rhythm. Anyway, can't it?
That's
But
a big word.
my
Yeah.
sleep's been getting slightly better for some reason, and I've noticed my brain's not going like 100,000 miles per hour, and it's less like full of bees. I don't know.
That is good. Bees in your brain
You
doesn't
like
sound
shake
ideal.
it around, you hear a
Yeah.
bunch of marbles just go. Ooh.
So I've been able to focus on college work more. I like this little boost of energy, and it's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Have you started taking any medication or anything, or like done anything differently, or it's just kind of sorted itself out?
Well, I spent so much time with George that all my energy gets sucked away when we're on tours and stuff.
I take the energy.
But I've just like fallen asleep. I've fallen asleep on a few tours with him before.
Yeah.
Like I passed out at like
Just like to be there
11.
with Doug.
George
Yeah.
was like, I've got my jams, it's fine.
Yeah, I passed out at like 11 on a tour with him before. Also fell asleep watching B-movie with him.
I can see why. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was fun.
my sleep schedule tends to be either really or like absolutely terrible.
Could you have communist parents?
I do have communist parents.
So you're Hiroshi.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I have basically the way that I have to go to bed is that my electronics are left downstairs. I'll try and sneak them up anyway. It doesn't last very long. I'm really bad at that. And it basically means that I have nothing to do to like ease myself in. So usually I'm just like sat there thinking about stuff.
Yeah, that's normally worse.
Yeah.
A lot of studies, obviously, people always reference like blue light's bad for you, but I find I will
It
not
makes
lie.
me sleepy.
I spend a lot of time on my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so I will turn off my computer at like at 11:30, and then I'll get into bed and go on my phone for like 5 minutes, and then I just pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
I don't like that I don't have any control over when I go to sleep because it feels like I'm like giving in to something rather than just like accepting it.
Yeah.
And it's because of the way of like I have to turn my computer off at 8, I think, and then I go on my phone for an hour and then I go to bed. If I don't get what I need to get done in that time, it will bother me to
Yes.
like the ends of my life.
Yeah, no, I have that. If I'm lying in bed and I think about something, I'm like, I didn't brush my teeth today.
I'm like,
And then
oh,
I'll be
do
like,
it.
But it'll be like a gradual thing. So throughout the day, I'll be like, I should brush my teeth. I should brush my
Yeah.
teeth. I go to
Yeah.
bed, I don't do it, and then I'm like, I just will not be able to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, I have to do this thing
Yeah.
because I promised myself all day, and now I literally cannot sleep unless I do it.
Particularly with drawing, I have to get to a certain point to be able to stop.
Yeah.
So usually it would be like sketching a frame, and then lining and colouring is its own thing, and then shading is its own thing. If I don't get something done enough, or I don't get to that middle point, Jesus Christ. If I don't get to that point, it'll be really hard to get back into the swing of it, because I'll be like halfway through the task.
Yeah.
George, are you okay?
Yeah.
That was like really delayed.
Have you guys heard of that thing that I don't remember the name of, but it's basically where like you only get so many hours in the day, so then the hours in the night are like your own time. You're not bothered
Yeah.
by anyone. So people try and stay up later to reclaim their own kind of time. You heard of that?
Oh yeah.
I do
yeah.
that quite a few times.
I've heard stories from like particularly Reddit when people will go out in the early hours of the morning and it'll be really quiet, and like it's like they own that space, and I think that's really cool, but also absolutely horrifying. Because if you see someone else, you're like, no one's gonna see me if I die.
I kind of get that. So I finish work most nights at 11 or midnight. So, and then we have the e-scooter program. And I don't like walking, like, all the way home, because it's a 40-minute walk all
Yeah.
the way uphill. So I take the e-scooters. And it's really weird, because most of the time it's very quiet. I'll see, like, 1 or 2 cars,
Yeah.
but, like, it's midnight. No one's out at midnight, like, just on some random roads. Normally they're, like, in a park or at a pub or something like
Yeah.
that, whereas I'm just on some random roads.
Yeah, particularly around here, going out at night is very dangerous. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
Oh, I'll always have someone on the phone
That's-
and stuff,
that's
but
like
yeah.
self-explanatory for everywhere, but particularly around here, if you don't like have someone with you, or you're in someone's like line of sight, you're gonna die.
I mean, that's the other thing with the e-scooters. No one, I'm going 20 miles an hour. No one's gonna like, unless someone else is on an e-scooter, then
they're just like rubbing after
yeah,
you.
yeah, like
The police.
it's relatively safe, you
They're
know.
like on the e-scooter, they're just going,
Yeah.
trying to close the gap. That would be horrifying, but also really funny to tell.
I mean, they
like-
wouldn't close the gap unless I started slowing down, or they were on their own one that was like modded or something.
Yeah, just a modded e-scooter from home.
Put a
Oh.
turbo on that whole thing, you know. 50 miles an hour on the e-scooter.
They just like cut you on the way past. They go too fast, so you have to slow down, wait for you to get past, and then speed up again.
Anyway, sleeping, that's the thing we're talking about.
Yeah,
Ah!
that's very violent. Are you okay?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No.
No,
Luke,
she hates
yeah.
me.
I don't hate
That's a
you.
good. We all ask that question. Like, are you okay? Yeah. You sure? No. My life's a mess. I guess like in terms of like sleep, when it tends to get really bad is usually when my anxiety has just gone through the roof.
Yes.
I watched Woman in Black in English, and I didn't go to sleep until about 2 a.m. because I was absolutely terrified.
Oh,
Is-
the horror film. I got mixed up with Orange is the New Black.
Is
Then I
that
was a
the
little
one
bit
with,
confused.
No, so
No,
we
the
had to
horror
watch
film,
a horror
yes.
film in English, and it was absolutely horrifying. We had
Well,
like
it's
a kid
in the
named
Daniel
name
Radcliffe.
horror. I was just saying, it's that one with Daniel
Yes.
Radcliffe.
It's like it's just
I've never watched it.
I watched bits. It's quite good.
basically I trying to remember this because I don't remember anything. A guy comes to this town and it's like haunted. There's like a haunted house and stuff.
He's like an investigator, I think.
Yeah, and then he kind of finds out that like children are dying. You get to see that on screen.
Oh,
That's traumatizing as someone who hates children in distress. Absolutely
I
horrifying.
thought you were just going to say children.
Oh,
I'm not laughing at you being traumatized. I'm laughing
no,
at
no.
as someone who hates children, I hate to see them in pain. And I was just like,
I do hate children, but specifically because they're in distress so often. Where I'm just like,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
It's like, and it's just it like hits you in a particular way where it's just like, okay, I'm now struggling to deal with this, and we were in like a semi-dark room. This was like sometime in winter, and I went to bed, and I kept like I want to say hallucinating in some kind of way, or at least falling asleep enough where I think I'm still awake, and it was horrifying, and I never want to watch that film again. But yeah, staying up at 2 a.m. is wild.
Hey, so we put that movie on the movie night suggestions.
No. If you make me watch that again, I will just cry. I won't. I don't even show up anyway. What am I talking about? You'd only be making everyone else suffer. But like in terms of watching stuff before I go to bed, I'm very particular about the content I watch. So if it's too horrifying, there's a game that I found called Gone Golfing, I think, and it's essentially it's like a horror game. You go into a sort of golfing area and you have to finish 13 holes before
Play.
Shut up.
Come on, man.
You have to like finish
Oh my
you have to finish like the
God.
course before this like killer mascot comes after you. The mascot has no eyelids. So it's just a pair of eyes, bloodshot eyes staring at you and a really creepy smile. You want to guess how I took that?
Yeah, go on then.
Funny.
It was absolutely horrifying, and yeah, I still think about that.
I'm not surprised.
It's particularly with horror content. I'm quite sensitive. Obviously, a lot of people probably aren't. But if I watch something scary before bed or something that makes me think too much, my night's sleep's gone.
Yeah,
It's gone.
see, I'm so desensitized to everything.
Yeah.
I think I saw someone's. I'm not even going to describe it because it will fuck you up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen some stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like
Ooh.
I'm not affected by it. Not in that way.
I watched Happy Tree Friends when I was a kid.
Oh no.
Did you? I was that sort of
Bad
kid.
Mood.
I was that kid who was really rebellious against my parents.
What's Happy Tree Friends?
So Happy
you're
Tree
lucky.
Friends is a cartoon.
Imagine
but
a
in this-
very happy kids cartoon.
It's a very happy kids
All
cartoon,
these
but it's very
animals.
gory. Very gory.
Is it like Animal Farm?
So it's like all
But
these.
the weird one.
It's all these like happy animals, and
Yeah.
then like halfway through, they're like, "Oh, look at all these dead bodies we've got in this
Yeah.
van."
It's
and it's like, what?
It's very heavily on like the gore side. It'll be
Bet.
really nice, and then they'll just like absolutely demolish someone. And one of the characters in that show is a child, and it's very obvious they're a child.
Karen took for fucking
and
kids.
it's like screwed me over so badly. Check your warnings on your content, kids. Even if you want to be rebellious, don't do it. It was even like now. I wouldn't say it's desensitized me more. It's just made me more upset about everything that I touch. But it's one of those things where it's like,
Yeah.
why would you do that at like a young child? You had so much to live for, and you screwed it up by watching a TV show like that. But in particular, with like, if I watch that before bed, I will be up for hours. I'll probably cry. Who knows?
All I watched before going to bed was Optimus Prime fighting a giant cockroach.
If
Well, of course.
I've watched something enough, then I'll be fine with it. But if I'm watching stuff that I've never watched before, or stuff that's genuinely like quite scary, I will just I'm gone. Bye. I don't want to think about this anymore.
That's fair enough, man.
Yeah.
We are at 33 minutes.
I think on that note, we'll just leave it here.
Wow, you get to hear about how terrified I am. Woo!
George, you good?
Don't die. Stop
If
having
you
COVID. I will kick you off that chair. I can't.
I am the chair.
Right, yeah, we're gonna...
So we have been the people. I hope you've enjoyed our little.
We the people.
I hope you enjoyed our little talk about sleep and other related topics.
Yeah, definitely related.
Yeah.
I hope you look forward to seeing the documentary. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.